You kind of...
Yeah, no, it's a feeling of, you feel a lot of pressure, you know, you feel a lot of nerves, and you have to, you have to rely on yourself to get over that, you know. And when you walk on the stage, it's when you overcome that feeling, it's the best feeling, you know. Every day you have that feeling of pressure and fear a little bit, you know. But then you walk on the stage and you overcome it, and you just feel really strong, and you feel amazing, and you feel very connected to all the audience, you know. So it's quite a volatile kind of feeling, you know, but really exciting.
Yeah, and it's the same for you? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. You feel that. I mean, if you're going to play to something like 90,000 people, there's certainly a moment that flashes through your mind, which is, I can't do this. You know, but like Matt said, it's, you know, it's that kind of nervousness makes your heart rate kind of race a little bit, and you know, I suppose when you go on stage, that kind of transforms into such energy, which can make you play and get into it. So yeah, it's been, and yeah, like you said, it's an amazing feeling.
And do you prefer indoor or outdoor? In a club or in a sale of?
Definitely not a club.
No, no, in stadium.
But,
or?
I don't know. I mean, I like. I think with some of the. I mean, we could modify our songs to play smaller venues, but I think that some of the songs we have sound really good inside a big space. You know, they sound good with the big reverb and with big audience and everything. So I quite like the big. Maybe I don't know. Festival's good. You know,
yeah.
Festival's really good because it's like a sea of people, and the acoustics are really good because it's pure. Unless if there's no wind, you know. Sometimes in an arena the sound can be a little bit funny, but. I like all of it. I can't really pick a preference. If I had to do just one for the rest of my life, I don't know, it'd be stadiums maybe.
Oh, okay. But you know, in Belgium, festival is a very big tradition. You know, you are here for 4 times, 5 times, I don't know. Yeah. And do you have? It's possible not, but do you have a special story, but with Belgian people?
Well, in terms of music, yeah. When the band started, when we were like in our teenage years. We were very into bands like Deus and Evil Superstars, bands like Millionaire, which toured with us. You know, they've always, so we've always had quite a strong musical connection, or influence from Belgian bands. You know.
Yeah. Soulwax, of course, they played with us years ago, and yeah, the bands Matt said. I mean, it seemed like obviously there was many bands, but you know there was. Deus, and then quite a few members came and went out of Deus, and they all formed their own bands, and I think we managed to have most of those people support us over the years. But always been huge fans of Belgian music. We love it.
And you've got a connection with the fan. You talk with fans. You are in connection with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Every time we toured here, we've always, you know, I mean, these days we don't do that so much, but you know, in the early years we would always have parties and stuff and meet the fans, you know, that kind of thing. And I think the main thing is people hear, especially Belgian fans, I think they can hear the influence of the music from Belgium in our music, you know, when we play.
And for the new album, what's the global message of the album now? It's difficult, but it's for news.
The message is don't be afraid of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, chaos is good.
And
embrace instability.
You speak about love, politics. I know some keywords about acting, difficulties of life, battle of victory, and it's different languages than the whole album. What does it change?
What in the message?
Yeah, the message change? Yeah.
That's such a heavy question. I don't know. I mean, that's for you to decide. I mean, you're the critic. I mean, I just create quite, you know, cathartically. I don't really think too much. I don't try to organise it too much. You know, I think express quite naturally. It's difficult to think what the difference is. I'm not sure there is much difference. I think there's a bit more clarity maybe, but there's definitely
sometimes more personal. I think.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple of songs like Madness and Follow Me which are more actually a bit more down to earth. You know, they're not so caught up in sort of more crazy things, that it's more caught up in, you know, having a baby and some of those feelings and relationship things. So that's one thing that is quite different on this album. But there's only really 2, maybe three songs which are like that, yeah.
And the songs with electronic stuff, it's very different than before. For example, for Sustainable, that you play in general in the beginning of the concert, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose, you know, we wanted to try and find a few different new sounds for our band with this album. We certainly did a lot of exploration into influence from electronic music, and like Madness and Follow Me are very kind of electronic sounding and feel like quite a different direction for us. And I suppose with Unsustainable as well, I mean, that was, you know, the kind of, it's very weird music and kind of influenced by electronic music, but we wanted to play it all with organic instruments and real drums and guitars and bass and orchestras and choirs and stuff like that, just to kind of see how that would sound. But that's pretty strange. But yeah, we felt like exploring a little bit more with electronic music is, you know, felt like the right thing to do.
And definitely, people say, yeah, Muse now is a little bit like Queen, but what's the real influence? Classic, Queen, Prince, a lot of bit?
Well, we like all those things, you know. I think, yeah, the real influence is not really a particular artist. I suppose it's a particular approach, you know, and that is to experiment and to try new things and take risks, you know. So I think any artists that have taken that approach have had an influence on us, regardless of the genre, you know.
No name?
Well, I mean, Prince is great, you know. You mentioned Prince, obviously, you know, Queen, Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana. Who else you got? Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
stuff.
you know, we've always kind of mixed lots of different, almost like completely different genres of music and time periods.
And Belgian bands I mentioned earlier as well.
So yeah, I think mixing, you know, whether it's electronic music or rock music or really heavy stuff or orchestral music, you know, if you try and like mix it all together, I suppose that's what we sound like. That's our style, yeah. So it's not like one thing; it's so many.
And what do you do when you don't play music?
We do. I
You play music?
I change nappies. Change nappies. Look after my baby.
Yeah.
What do I do? I mean, I don't know. Muck around.
Hang around.
Chase the dog around the garden and break my toe.
Cook. Cook figure out how to cook a good Christmas dinner. That's what I've been doing with my spare time.
And it's difficult to separate the two lives, music and private life.
I don't know, a little bit. I mean,
Different. Sorry, what?
it's difficult. Maybe time, time away from your family can be a little bit, can be difficult at times. But I don't know really. I think I'm not sure. Any difficulty
With
separating personal life and
no, not particularly. I mean, the thing is, we've been together for so long now, and like more than half of our lives, and I don't know. We're kind of used to this, I suppose, you know, and I think, you know, we're all kind of close, and we all, I suppose, hang out in our personal time, personal lives as well. So they kind of intertwine slightly, and it has been like that for years. You know, and families are together on the road and stuff.
Not that separate.
Yeah.
But after years and years, you still want to be on stage, to be on tour. It's life's changed. Then for you, it's the same than before or not?
Well, we don't. I mean, we tour slightly differently. You know, I think when we're younger, you tour like for months and months and months and months. You know, with no break. You know, and you get really tired and you get really exhausted. You know, but now we we take it easy. You know, we do like a couple of weeks and then take a break. You know, and then we do a couple of weeks because you always want to be like fresh on stage. You know, you don't want to lose your energy. You know, because you want to give the fans like something really great. You know, so I think it's important not to sort of exhaust yourself to the ground. You know, like which is what I suppose a lot of bands have done in the past. You know.
Last question, you've got a surprise for tonight or not? It's the same.
Yeah, tonight is a big surprise. We have this special choir who have you seen them? Have you seen? No, you're not. You don't know. You don't know, do you? Well, it's all these people that suffer from dementia, you know, and there is an organisation that are helping them through music, you know. So there's a choir of people.
70 people.
70 people, yeah. Most of which have dementia, and they have their young children helping them, and they're going to sing "Follow Me." So that's very unique for tonight, yeah.
Thank you.